I want to show. As you can see here, neither too thick nor too thin distinction. Starting from the bottoms, I create classic highlight distinctions, and I make pancakes on the bottoms. Here, if you want it as an eye distinction, stay too long, very thin if you want, depending on your intensity. You can also make distinctions. I'm separating 3 more pieces here. And after doing the 3-piece process, under the name of not making traces to the EE part of the bottoms, I make a light crepe on the bottom parts. This will not cause blushing and tracing in the bottom parts, and because it will make a more natural E transition, we will get a good result, friends. After feeding the opener well into the hair. So I'm going to the next level. And after I get to the level, I comb the hair beautifully, and I take all 3 pieces starting from the bottom. And I make pancakes on the bottom of the hair. After making pancakes, I take the foil and fold it. And a little light. I'm applying an angle so that it doesn't disperse, and starting from the bottom, I penetrate the opener into the hair. Straight brush strokes here, and the opener with upright brush strokes. Her hair well, I'm penetrating. After population. Did I drink with the package? I continue. Here the front important part, 20 volumes from the lower parts. Second E after a bowl is over E. I mix 20 volumes, 30 volumes in half. 30 volumes in the third bowl after the third bowl is finished. Gradually. I raise it and keep it up without wearing out the hair. Here, I made both pieces, you see. I'm doing packaging in 2 parts. 2 packages side by side after 1 package is finished. I throw 2 packs to the other side. 2 or 3 doesn't matter. Here in a gradual way. I'm going with an equal mountain. I don't do one side and then continue alone. Packing both sides evenly. Up at the same time. Here too the hair is both deforma, and so there are no different reflections. I'm gradually moving up. Guinea this process is completely. Starting from the neck part. 3 or 4 in the same separations upwards. Varies according to the width of the hair, sometimes 3, sometimes. But because the nape parts are narrow, 3 parts are 3. I make the distinction and take it up. I'm going to the middle part 4. Then again, because the hill part narrowed a little. 3 levels of distinction. I apply crepe process to the bottoms and continue my process. As you can see this hair. After making the boat backs. Then I pack the left side, then the right one. I'm packing the last front part. And after applying the dip paint and polish process, we will finish our transaction. As you can see here, I came to the top. On the hill, Guinea. I bought it in 4 pieces from the middle part. And did I drink the packaging 3? Sorry, it could be 3 pieces. I'm so sorry right now. Yes, I bought it in 4 pieces. And I applied pancakes to the bottoms. And I continue my process as you can see. First with upright brush strokes and then straight brush. I population the hair opener well with its blows. Here is the mixture of the opener. I'm making a 1.5 mix. So 60 grams. Oxidant is 90 grams soon. Thing is otherwise. 60 grams opener, 90 grams hand. I'm making a mixture of 90 grams of oxidant. Neither too slimy nor too much In a strict way, after applying the opener I prepared. Clean as you can see. We are with you with a blonde service. You have this kind of hair too. Opening process, retouching process, blonde service. So if you want to do it, I have social media addresses from the description section of my video. Our place is in Istanbul, Beylikdüzü. If you want to come, update by making an appointment. Haircuts and other hairdressing services. You can get service. We work by appointment. Our place is in Beylikdüzü. You want to get a good blonde service. I'm waiting to see you.
And I will give detailed information about the owl work. E here, opener and opener mixture, and E. I said I did a 1-to-1 study on the mixture. 70 grams opener, 70 grams in 20 volumes. I applied a mixture. We will start gradually in the first place, and both with the opener. And the madness of the opener. E, we will increase it accordingly. We will use a slightly different opener in each bowl. So where are you from Afghanistan, haha? Where am I you me, no you Afghan ha hobby? I am Istanbul. We know Sivas. Also as a distinction. I'm creating a crown distinction first. From ear pain to other ear pain. I make a distinction. Burden. E separations first, starting from the nape part. And I will continue to create cross divisions. On the nape part. Here, we will do an omelette style study by applying pancakes. How do I make pancakes by applying pancakes should work. Combing our hair and holding the pancake from the middle part. Bottom hair top. As you can see, pushing from the middle to the bottom. And we compress the hair at the bottom. Neither at the very end nor at the very bottom. Holding it right in the middle. We apply our pancakes. After applying the foam, the first is the packaging technique of foil. Second, I apply. Because it creates a layer here, it's thicker E. Something is happening. More comfortable packaging, we can use it very comfortably. After applying crepe. E, because it will be on the ends. Let's definitely pack it like this. We did it here. Definitely not to the extremes. You know, we have to do it from the bottom of the pancake. This is when the crepe comes from the ends. Don't form the line. If you pack it this way, you paint the foil. So please let's not pack after having it done like this. You are thinking of making it to the end parts. Such an e-writing process. You did it because you want it to be with the ends. You scanned it, but there will be such a trace here so. So what are we going to do my hair? So after making pancakes, your hair has come to the bottom. We have to come. You know, he packs it to the bottom and creeps the foil. Put on the foil. E. To the bottom of our medicine. You know, we need to apply it lightly to pancakes, so that when the hair comes from here, it becomes even more natural. Trace the pancake here. There will be no trace in any way, and we got a more natural look. But if you do it from the middle part, it will definitely be a trace. Be informed. Definitely by making the middle part. Do not do packaging. Close to such. If you work, you will get a much better result. E. While packing. From the end of the hair. If you do, the hair will not get stuck. Whether you pack it at the exact end or twist it, there will be a wider environment. Hair does not get too hot and squeezed. Now the second distinction. Starting from ear level. We make a distinction up to the neck here. We will apply pancakes to this distinction in the same way. Our first distinction. I take the frame part as a whole. I will distinguish the other differences again, you know. I'm holding my pancakes, I'm holding my hair, I'm combing properly. In the middle and starting. I'm applying my pancakes. A little more after doing this. At the ends of your hair. If you want to make a denser pancake, take it again like this. You can continue the process. As you can see, when we do this part, it will be in the extreme parts. It will have a more natural look. I'm progressing gradually in the opener. Now I have prepared the opener 20 volumes. 60 grams. I prepared it. This is the second opener after it's over in the bowl 20 volumes plus. 30 volumes by preparing a little more degrees, so it's me. If you have prepared 60 grams of opener, 30 grams from 30. 20 volumes. I raise 30 volumes in 30 grams. In the next third part, plain 30 grams. Thing 30 volume. Then, you can also raise a little more according to your request. If you progress in such a gradual way, also in the opener. No problem at all. Get plain hair, no problem. Bon appetit. Yes, as you can see in hair size. I packed it, and I'm squeezing it from these edges. We finish our process with foil. Welcome. Let's get it like this. Shooting continues. You can pass. No problem, haha. No problem. Yes, upstairs. We hold our hair from the middle part and if you use a skewer comb with a cold in this style, more. You make good pancakes. Because it's long and short. Those short hair. It helps us go to the bottom of the hair very easily. As you can see, we made our pancakes very well. If you want some more tips here, first in the middle, then a little more from the front. We make a denser pancake. As you can see, in the uncoiler sliding process. Close to the bottom of the pancake. If you drive, there is no trace of the stone. And we can get a better result. While driving the opener. Your hair. To go to the back. With vertical corner blows. I should have fed the hair well. With a straight brush stroke again after doing it. You can continue. I close and Thanks forward. Now while packing again, just starting from the end of the hair. In the same way here. If you make it narrow this time, end. Hair does not open comfortably, and you will have problems. In the opening process. Yes, the bottom part is right. After doing it now, again. This time we come to the middle again. Thanks forward. Here we get a straight distinction. Our second distinction here. How will it be again? There will be one distinction, according to the thickness of the hair here. And you can change yourself according to the intensity. I'm a little more. E for making a slight moderate scream. I get two pieces like this. How do I do it here? It's a row. I will pack straight. Second place. By creating such distinctions, I will get a more natural image. Here again, the same way I'm holding it right in the middle. I'm applying a crepe process to the bottom. As you can see, we applied our pancakes. Stuck at the bottom. I'm bringing it to the bottom of the K-neef again. After that, I keep drinking your water. That's it. First, I feed the opener to the hair with a straight brush stroke. Then to the back, with a vertical brush stroke to pass. Like this and my hair is creeping by bringing some like this. Making it a more natural transition. After that, to bring the bottom of the hair to the back well. With the toothbrush. We do it up to the end of the hair of the brush stroke. What's up? What's up? Save money. This year. With. God bless you. When you think you're eating well, you can pack. Here you need to feed the hair opener well to the hair. Because if you don't eat it properly, it's in the back. Let me show you. It literally needs to be fed. When you come and open your top surface wire drive, the back is so black. Front side opens, back side does not open. This time it will be a wavy wave operation. That's why you need to feed the opener to the hair well. Same way here. I'll move forward as I showed. Single package separation, horizontal separation. I create by making a distinction in the second. I'm going to go step by step like this. After that, we will wait for it to open and our process will continue. So that's our video for now. See you soon. Bro, get up, get up. So get up, boy. Get up, get up. I do everything today. We have to brawl stars, what? Very bad. Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm with you with a new video. To you today, a hair design that we have done before. The bottoms are elongated and refresh the idle process. How to refresh? I will explain it in detail. First, E opener. We start with low volume as a mix E. Also as an opener, mix E. 60 grams opener. Also as oxygen. We work 2-to-1, so we oxygen 20 volumes at 90 grams. E mixing. We prepared our opener. We prepared our pliers and foil. Now as a distinction, I divided the hair in half and created the profile separation. Then I created the coronation. I divided the hair into 4 main sections. 2 pieces from the front, separating all 4 parts, including 2 from the back. I will start the packaging process. First, packaging process from the nape part E. I will create a horizontal distinction by separating the hair. Then your hair gradually E. By creating distinctions, I will continue our retouching process, friends. Here we have done an interview before, Guinea. So I want to express to you, taking the dark hair between these highlights. We will continue because if I trade yellows, hair gets worn and damaged. Therefore, the old remaining bays in between. I will continue my transaction by buying. You also watch my other videos. If you want to watch my YouTube channel, many kinds in the videos section. Video available in category. Open it there too. You can also benefit from many videos. Haircut coloring retouch. Hair coloring, I have a lot of videos in Catertype, friends. Yes, we will start from the neck first, friends now. I'm creating a horizontal distinction. In the first place, and I eat hair pliers from the nape part, combing the hair properly, and choose the bays in between. Friends, I'm looking from here, dark handles. Starting from the bottoms. Because of course, I distributed yellow density. It's not easy to choose a little, but I continue the process by taking the 2 bays here, so as not to damage the hair, taking only dark sections. I will continue the process here in the nape part E. Because it is density, in the upright parts of the hair, E, I got the dark hair in the episode, and E, I will continue the packaging process. Here, it can be yellow at the ends. Here, E, dark shades of hair in the first place. I'm packing the section in the bottom parts. Later, after opening, again to revive the ends. E in a second way. E to revive the yellows on the ends. Open the packages again to a low volume. I'm doing the packaging again. Here in the section at the bottom of your hair. E. Hair. I do a complete packaging process because it is dark, and the process will continue. Now here, because I made a single piece of package from the neck. Now in that other part, I'm going to cut the hair in half. I will continue the packaging process in 2 main sections here. Here under the name of not slipping packages, I'm attaching the bottom part of the hair with a collet. Hair here. After a certain point, he can slide in the slightest play to keep him. After packing process, there are small pliers with the help of a collet on the bottom of the hair. I hold it with those pliers so that the hair does not slip. I split the hair side by side, then neither too thick nor too thin with horizontal separations, hereby creating distinctions. Because if I get too thick, there will be very thick hair in the package. It also affects the opening of the hair. There is no clean opening, and a red image is in hand. Thank you. So taking thinner tufts. I continue the process. As you can see, I chose the wells in between. What do you mean, such a place to rent house? Here are the dark shades of the hair. I buy and pack. Please, if I get the yellows, to the yellows, there will be a ray opening process. This time the hair will be damaged. We are here too, choosing dark shades that are dense with dark hair. I am packing. And I continue the process without damaging the hair. Now, friends, I continue with 2 channels, your hairdresser, and my hairdresser, my channel, is available. My hairdresser is on my channel Turkish version 2. Narrated videos available. And on my hairdresser's channel, because it's my old channel, as an English version. It is called a global channel, studying English, or my videos that I have applied voiceover. I will be posting. Friends, now, if you want to listen and watch the Turkish version, my hairdresser to my channel. I'm waiting, guys, from here. You can watch in Turkish. If you want to watch in English, to my hairdresser's channel. I'll wait more. As you can see here, I packed the hair we separated in dark tones. I penetrated the hair well, and after finishing the process, I pack it beautifully. And the bottom of your hair, one under the name of not slipping the package. You can attach pliers or 2 double-sided pliers. I applied one side. As you can see, after separating the dark tones, the yellow tones remain to the bottom too. Now it's afternoon. I separated my horizontal distinction. So I continue. I make 2 or 3 packages first, and then the other part, the 2 parts on the back. I'm doing 2 Oreos in a gradual way. Then I go to the other side and pack it there. So by distributing in a balanced way, I'm going up. As you can see, I divide it into dark tones and foil. Packaging with the help of, by making the transaction, turning dark tones into yellow tones, getting an intense blonde. I'm helping. As you can see your hair here, there is a little redness in the bottoms and ends, and the intense dark part of the bottoms. Intensely, with the opener and with upright brush strokes, with horizontal brush strokes, with blows. I'm penetrating the opener for lightly revitalizing the ends after hours. I apply the opener and I apply it to the bottom of the hair here. Hereby applying the classic Rafe technique for applying blondes on our desk. After packing process. Your beautiful thing. So I pack your hair so that it doesn't fall apart. And I will switch to the next hair. I'm packing the hair as you can see here. with foil. Gradually here with low volume. So I'm starting my work. Let's say after a bowl is finished with 20 volumes. Start if I start. The second bowl with 20 volumes. Half again, and then 30 volumes. I'm setting it in the next bowl too, again gradually increasing the degree. I continue my process. As you can see here, third tier guinea. I separate by creating a horizontal separation. Then I comb the hair properly. I attach it with my finger after scanning and seeing the darknesses in between. I separate by making the distinction and without touching the yellows, because if we touch yellows, hair may wear out and get damaged. So taking dark shades, I continue my process. Your likes are very important here, guys. If you like my video and subscribe to my channel, our channel grows every day and we reach many people. I ask you, if you like my video and subscribe to my channel, I would be very pleased for YouTube to recommend other people. The video must be liked. An unliked video is not recommended to other users. So your video, you must like and subscribe to my channel. If you like my video, like and subscribe to my channel. If you want to be aware of my other videos, you can activate notification bell. Yes, as you can see, I created the distinction. Then I continue the dark tones packaging process. Here, you need to make the opener mix well. It shouldn't be too slimy when we do it in 2 shades. It's not too slimy and you can drive easily. There is a section in previous openers We were preparing one-on-one in old openers, but now the new version is in openers. When we prepare it one by one, it becomes very strict. If necessary, we prepare to to 1. I'm usually 1.5 tones, so I'm preparing it with a mixture of 1.5. By applying 90 grams of oxygen to the 60-gram opener, I create a comfortable version, and it opens comfortably from now on the hair. After packing process, in order not to slip from the bottoms, one on the bottom of the hair, I'm pinning pens, guys, and the other yacht when it reaches ear level. Again, I created a horizontal distinction. After finishing this process, I will pass from the right to the left and the other part on the left. By packing process, I'll balance it, then go to the other side. I will continue to process like this gradually. I'm scanning. As you can see, you see the wells in between. I'm separating those wells. I'm doing the packaging process, guys. If you had bought the yellows there, the hair would have worn out so dark. And separating the lengthened sections. Yellows too. I'm checking again, as you can see here. If yellow is mixed between them, separating them. I take your hair out. I take it out of the package so it doesn't get damaged. After this packaging process is finished, friends, wash after reaching the tone you want. To your process. Hair is opened after it is opened. A little at the bottom, 2 packages. Since the main color is dark, there is the transition paint, and the transition paint At the same time, we apply polishing process to the ends here. We wash the hair after this opening process E. There is a certain waiting time. E again if it doesn't come to the result we want E. Preparing an opener. Going over the packages again so that it can be reopened cleanly. There is a waiting time for the opener. That is 45. Around a minute or so. If the hair does not open around that area, prepare an opener again. When we went over the packages, can be opened immaculately. I would like to express this to you. Here to the bottom of the hair. As you can see, I apply a more intense opener. And E with vertical brush strokes and horizontal brush strokes. I make the opener well on the hair, so that there are no darknesses in the lower parts of the hair. And no ripple when it opens. So I'm doing a very careful study. You guys are like this too. If you want to do an intensive interview work, so you can get service from me, as an appointment to come to my salon. If you want to do blonde work, I can serve you. Our place is in Istanbul, Beylikdüzü. To my social media addresses. It will be in the description section of my video. Instagram. I have TikTok and many two social media addresses. Reaching there. So come to my salon as an appointment. Blonde work from me. You can also benefit from services such as Balayage Ombre. About haircut, about hairdresser. You can get service. Yes, after finishing this process again. E, we continue our packaging process. As you can see, we pack it beautifully. Somehow the hair opener does not fall apart. Without damaging the hair. To have a proper opening. I'm doing a nice packaging process. And not slipping in your hair. Because the hair is long, the hair is heavy. And the package can slide. That's why the bottom of the hair. With the help of pens. I'm holding it as you can see. Hair opened and first to the bottom. Bottom crossing with an hair dye suitable for the main color. Then I applied polish to the ends. As you can see, our intensive blonde service. You want to have this kind of hair. E by reaching me from my candidate work on social media. You can get blonde service. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Dear friends, I will be with you with new videos. I hope you liked my video. Hope to see you. For now, take good care of yourself. I wish you a good day.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel. I'm with you with one new video. Today, how to make a perm. I will explain it in detail. Here I wrapped some of the hair. Other parts too. I will explain in detail how I wrapped it. Here I apply vertical one-way E wrapping process. I'm wrapping the perm by applying distinctions. So this style 1, hair is more beautiful in the wrapping process. 1 provides a fall. While wrapping the perm, I don't wrap it with my own medicine. I wrap the hair wet, so when I'm wet for in mini I wrap it. Because perm when you wrap it with the hair for at least an hour. So 1.5 hours. So when it wraps fast, it takes like an hour or so, because thin. Since it is wrapped, perm medicine is a chemical substance. it can damage hair, so in a good way to wrap the hair without damaging it. Wrap the hair first, then we apply the perm medicine. Here is the perm fig medicine. By wetting the light paper from the application. Here is a very wavy hair, thin for what we're going to do. Wrap it with the thinnest perm curler. In the next process, I will show you the stages together. Neither too thick nor too thin here. 1. Taking a pinch. As you can see, I applied some perm paper on the tip. Folded and starting from the end. Nervous, neither very nervous nor very lightly open. In a way, I wrap the hair tight so it won't be too tight. Harm to the hair, medicine population. So when we apply the perm drug, hair the medicine needs to population. So too, I'm wrapping it properly, vertical as you can see, forming distinctions. By creating finely here. If you want, the perm comb can be a little thinner. Or as you can see, normal water. I wrap the perm paper and wet the tip. I brought it, and starting from the tip with perm paper. When you use perm paper, feature of perm paper tip. When you hug, good job, this is medicine. Reached perma. Let's call the perm her hair. We wrap them all together. Hair perm papers are here. Its feature is like this, when you apply the medicine. Perm paper on the inside also absorbs that medicine in your hair. Makes it penetrate better with perm medicine. So wrapping it with perm paper is much more. It causes you to get a good result. Suitable for the direction of hair exit. Combing hair. So in accordance with the exit direction of the 90-degree hair. Combing. I'm wetting the perm paper. And I scanned to the very end of the hair that I have combed beautifully. After bringing perma, I take your curler thinly. And I continue my wrapping. I'm wrapping it thinly here. I'm wrapping it down like this. Here. So I apply the wrapping process so that it will not be too loose. I bring it to the bottom of your hair. And I take the tire and the tire comes to the bottom. I'm clipping the other. And I go to the next hair. As you can see here, neither too thick nor too thin. If you get thick this time, even if you don't wrap it very well, this time it has to be a very good perm curler. This time you can't completely wrap the hair. So ideal 1 rate, you need to buy perm. To wrap. Here the hair is a little denser wave. Also to be wavy, I take the thinnest curler and apply it. Here you see my thumbs. After wrapping the finger. After starting to wrap from the end. Holding with thumbs. By preventing hair from falling apart. Down I continue the wrapping process. I ask you to support my channel, E. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. I activated the join button of my channel. Join my channel button to support my channel. To my channel monthly with one small budget. You can support according to your budget. This is in my videos both about equipment and other about studies. So you can support me on this, friends. I would be very pleased if you support my channel with the join button. For more videos like this to come, don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Here are my thumbs, as you can see. Touching the wrapped part. My thumbs always stay there. In the same way, we prevent the hair from falling apart. We make it wrap one tighter. Here, as you can see, the tire will reach the bottom of the hair. Not at the top of the hair, but at the bottom of the hair. You need to put the tire on here. E2. As you can see, it creates a tight 1E winding process. I'm taking thin here, neither too thick nor too thin. If you have questions, definitely do this in the comment section of my video. I would be very pleased if you specify. As you can see, after wrapping the perm paper from the ends, holding my two thumbs on the top of the perm paper, preventing hair from falling apart. Hair, nice one way. The most important factor here, wrapping hair in a damp way, because sometimes the perm wraps with medicine. This is actually a very dangerous process, because perm medicine is one drug with a high chemical. If wrapped with perm medicine, already its waiting time is maximum 30 minutes, or 25 minutes. Hair after this minute, directly on the way to deform a E and wear out the hair. Friends, therefore, I always wrap my finger wet one while combing. And then I apply the perm medicine. And in no way, in the perms I've done so far, neither one wear nor damage. In no way, without damage. Very healthy, very well, and it holds the wave well. And a nice job comes out. By doing this kind of work, you can perm smoothly. Here, when you wrap it in one vertical way, when the curls fall, literally revealing the wave. Hug. The shape we wrap is also very important. Vertically, one way to preset the perm backwards to the front. We were wrapping here according to the direction of hair exit. Wrap in one vertical way by applying vertical separations. Applying pearl tunnies. I continue our wrapping process. I wet the hair lightly here, then swollen with a comb. Now there were metal swollen combs before. I was hugging those perms with him much more easily. By the way, because I usually use a plastic skewer comb. Plastic skewer is wrapped in a comb so easily. You used it all the time. But I use plastic skewer comb perm paper. I applied it from the end, as you can see. Perm paper also stones from the front end. For wrapping, it wraps very easily because it prevents it from falling apart. It helps you wrap because there is paper inside. Penetrates the perm medicine inside. And medicine do hair well. It makes it population here. If you don't have a perm and paper, you can also use normal small napkins. You can use it by cutting. U2 perm haircut coloring. Retouched keratin care. Micro welding hair extension services. So, if you want to have studies about hairdressing, if you want to get service from the hairdresser, there are social media addresses in the description section of my video. By making an appointment by reaching ye here. Well, I usually always work by appointment. Haircut coloring from me to come as an appointment. Perm hair coloring. Ombre sombre and other hairdressing services. You can get service in the best way. Hair design, suitable for your 100 gold. By analyzing the model you want on your hair, I can apply it best. As you can see, now the hill is left. We wrap the other parts. Here I adjust the angle of the video. Yes, after wrapping the top part. Now, after doing that, the process of applying the perm medicine comes. Friends in perm medicine 1. And there is a second drug process. Perm medicine. After wrapping the perm, we wrap it wet. In a moist way. There will be no dripping water like this. The hair will be damp, friends. You know, comfortable lint. So when you comb it, it will not be mohair and lint. Needs a hug. Here is the first 25 minutes after wrapping the perm process. We will put cotton on the edges after applying the medicine well. 1, and there is a dual drug, perm drug, 1, and 2, as well as the first drug for natural hair. 2, it goes from medicine to for dyed hair. And a fixator we call E2. In a way with the foam we apply in the washing set. She fixes her hair too. We first wrapped it now after 1. You know, this is for her natural hair. We will apply the medicine. So our model's hair is natural, because there is no paint. We will apply the perm medicine suitable for natural hair. There is also one for normal dyed hair. And on which hair type can we apply perm oil? Only for natural and dyed hair. I prefer to apply it to the hair. Highlight opening painting. Honey and other balayage style, that is, the hair that has been opened. We do not apply the perm process because they are worn out. Extra 2. Well, my perm works are a bit of a chemical process. So her hair really deforma, that is, on her worn hair. And the perm is done completely, and the wave process does not hold. Wave well. It doesn't fluctuate, and it wears out the worn hair even more. So I can make myself some other hairdressers. Maybe he can do it without wearing it, but I have worn out hair. Relaxed hair, ombre hair. Balayage applied to hair or opening. Hair dyeing process applied. I don't do perm. only made of normal plain paint, or I apply the perm process to natural hair. Here, while applying the perm process, as you can see, applying vertical separations to the hair in the best way. Steppily thin. Neither too thin nor too thick, taking one pinch. I'm getting the hair. After that, I comb the hair in a good way according to the direction of exit. If the ends are a little dry, I wet them. After scanning well, to the end parts, by slightly wetting the perm paper. I'm wetting the perm paper. As you can see, after wrapping hair, I'm coming to the end of the hair and the end, and I take it for perm curler. From the end, I'm wrapping my thumbs. I hug and perm tire. I tire it to the bottom of your hair. If you rubber your hair on it, it will definitely loosen, will not be stuck, so that the bottom of the hair, if you tire in any way, while applying the perm medicine, the hair will stay tight. It will also protect itself without dispersing. As you can see, I'm wetting the medicine of the finger, and I bring it according to the end of the hair. I fold it and came to the end, as you can see. Andy, I got the turkey. Perm and curler. From left to right. I wear so the tire part to come to my left hand. Yes, as you can see, I apply my wrapping process beautifully. Just like that. Look at the bottom, as you can see. After applying, I wrap it to the bottom shape of the tire and I attach it to the bottom of your tire from there. And then again. This is the last piece. I think I will wrap the last piece too. And then we start to apply the perm process medicine. Here is how I apply the perm process. You want with a cotton. You can apply. I say perm medicine with cotton with a sponge. If you want, I put E1 spray E in the box. And each handle is individually permed E. I sprayed your medicine in the form of a spray, friends. If you have a nice sponge, take the sponge one by one, E. You can apply. If you don't have a sponge or spray can, nice shape squeezing. With him, perm medicine one by one. But how many you wrapped here one by one, thin and thin? You know, you need to penetrate the perm drug. It's very important. You can't do anything. Good population 3. If you don't feed the medicine well, or if you don't population well, what's up here? It's a lot of trouble this time, guys, because the drug perm medicine, E, when it does not penetrate the hair, it doesn't fluctuate well, so the hair doesn't hold. That's why you will get one bad result. You need to penetrate the perm medicine into good number hair, so you need to eat well. Yes, our wrapping process is over. As you can see, it's very nice one. We applied the wrapping process here. Now, I took gloves in my hand and squeezed it together with the spray. Because it is a permalogic chemical substance, so no one should come to you. So much, it is not a chemical substance that will harm the body a lot. But after all, we squeeze the hair because it also comes to the customer's hair. It's not very chemical. But because she shaped the hair anyway, there are some chemicals in it. That's why I wear gloves. Here I spray with spray, as you can see the spray shape, and rubbing with my hand. Well, I make the perm medicine penetrate. Of course, perm drugs, they have a very heavy smell. Do this to your customer. You have to say, knowing that you smell heavy, it needs to be done consciously. And when the one who made the perma made my statement like this, also to people who want to do, you have to say, in perma, customers usually dream. When I do perm with gorgeous curls, without using anything, they have one dream, like I will use it. These are definitely not like that. Perm hair, okay, waving, but necessarily one shaping foam with dry shaping cream or jelly. Hair after washing. Wave shape. Needs to do shaping. In this process, friends must be ye yourself. I mean, after perming the customer, he is at home. So he won't be able to use it with a normal curl, because it will have to shape with the help of a Vigo. We'll apply the cream or dry it a little. Those who want to do it before they have it done, you need to tell. I'm for those who want to do it again. I'm definitely telling you all that you should be aware of, because we do the perm to the customer. Going after that, my hair didn't wave the way I wanted. Then he says he didn't have curls because why didn't she style her hair at home? That's why he says your hair looks like my perm is broken. Because if you don't wave the hair, no matter how wavy it is, but it gets a little ticklish. That tickling, to get that beautiful wave, she must shape her hair. As you can see here, I apply the perm process to the hair one by one. So we apply the perm medicine. I squeeze it with my finger. Good hair. Let him eat. So I let him penetrate. If we don't do it like this, that is, if we don't apply it one by one, if it does not penetrate one by one, some places are wavy. Some places are like her old hair, so it just doesn't hold. This does not get a good result either. All the service you have done is wasted. Perm medication must be conscious. One professional person, or the medicine of a person who drives. Sometimes these guys are so busy. So the masters know well to the assistants. But assistants also need to drive it well. Because if he doesn't eat well, perm medicine, if it does not penetrate the hair. Hair is not wavy, guys. You need to be aware of this. So it needs to be applied to the hair very well. And here you follow the hair you do well. You have to, because it's too much. You get confused after a certain point. I wonder if I did it to him. You need to squeeze the perm medicine by applying region by region, E. Or you need to apply it with foam. I put the spray in the spray box somehow, because I'm bored. Well, I also applied the hair perm medicine accordingly. So I used it well, sometimes with foam. When you squeeze it, it can drip when you take it and put water. It's like this in the towel. With this. When you spray again, it definitely drips in the hair, friends. Sure. Your favorite name is me now. I put a towel. You need to pay attention to it too. The perm hair, I say the hair, and it opens the hair, can also open the customer's clothes. So make sure to put 1 or 2 towels. Hair may run out after applying the perm medicine. Because I is gravity. No matter how much it drips down, guys. So his shirt can come to his clothes. It can be open too. Good one needs to be protected. You see it there. It flows to the ear. This is a very troublesome process, friends. Perm process. By the way, I'm here to cure them all one by one. I applied 2 perm drugs to this hair, so 2 boxes. 1 box may not be enough, friends, because I wanted to secure my job, so I applied a lot. Hair. This process, we apply all of them one by one in the same way to all hair. After you population the perm medicine, well, friends, now to the edges with this cotton E. Your hair is like this E. I apply cotton on the edges, friends. And then I wrap stretch film all. From the extreme point of the perm, all circularly. Everywhere, vertically, as you can see. I roll and apply it to the edges. It prevents the hair from flowing. It flowed. The hair inevitably flowed. The hair prevents him from coming to his face. Prevents him from coming to his shirt. Then, and I wrap the hair with stretch film. It should not be exposed because perm medicine. A little light E warms the hair with its own body temperature. An extra 3. You don't need to apply heat, guys. After applying this wrapping process, "25 minutes, maximum 30 minutes. According to the condition of the drug, which some companies say wait 25 minutes. Some companies say wait 30 minutes, maybe 35 minutes. According to him, I used product has a waiting time of 25 minutes. 25 minutes after doing this wrapping. We are waiting. Here we wrap the hair beautifully. All from the front so that it doesn't get air. I did hair packaging with stretch film. Do something perm, as you can see after this process is over. I applied 2 towels on a piece of paper so that our customer does not come over, but I'm changing them again right now. I'm applying 1 new towel. It will wait 25 minutes like this. after applying the perm process. So he has to wait 25 minutes after taking my perm medicine. After the waiting process is over. Yes, friends, perm process, 25 minutes waiting process. After waiting, well, we rinse the hair for 10 minutes in no way. There is no residue of the perm process you have applied. In the second process, after clarifying, this is a sponge I have applied right now, a process we call fixator. The mixture of it is like this. 100 gram fixator, 100 gram, you apply it to the bowl with normal water and it's a foaming thing and it fixes the hair. And he smells that perm medicine. Friends, after driving like this, the fixator waits for 15 minutes. Then we open the hair. But before applying the hair to the perm fixture, guys, I'm definitely saying this. You need to rinse the perm medicine completely. Because, stop rinsing. Fixator, if you do well without rinsing, this time in the fixing process, you can damage the hair again. So when making the second drug, you need to rinse the hair completely. Never forget this. As you can see, our hair has wavy curls. This fixator is also good. How did we make the perm medicine in the same way? Well, we got your hair populated. Here too, she foamed her hair well, foaming that fitratura and all the hair. We foam the permalici one by one as we do it again. We will make foam and keep it in the hair. We'll keep him waiting for 15 minutes. After waiting for 15 minutes, we stop again. As you can see, I open it one by one here. Open one by one and curled like this. We're going to do something then. What's up with, and washing style? I open it again after rinsing. I do not shampoo the hair in any way after opening it. I don't make cream. I rinse the same way. Because our customer will not wash the fixator and hair for 2 days. You can do a small forming process. Here you can dry it with a foam. But surely, what hair shampoo do you make after the perm process is over? What cream do you make without any process? After opening and worky, take it to the seat and do the shaping process. Then we finish our transaction. So here the fitter has already cleaned the hair and build it in my hair because it's foamy, kind of both fixing and two. The process, that is, he smells the bad smell in his hair. It both fixes the smell of the medicine and cleans the hair, already before taking this perm medicine to perm. You must make 2 shampoos for hair. Well, my advice is you don't need to make cream. Because cream hair, because it forms a plate on it, prevents it from penetrating its permeability well. Just wash it with a nice shampoo. After that perm process, make the wrap and medicine after that, friends. As I said again, if you want to have a perm, wavy hair, if you want to have it done, what hair is being done? Friends, make sure to comb natural hair and have normal dyed hair. Ombre made somber, made headlight made. There should be no such thing in the hair. Bail opening painting with rebounded ombre. You know, you had paint done before. You dyed the hair. It looks like there is no hair, but it happens at the ends. They are only completely plain paint and perm on natural hair. If this is your hair, so if you want to get it done, I have social media addresses in the description section of my video. By reaching here and coming to my salon as an appointment. Haircut from me, highlight perm, keratin care and other hairdressing services. You can get service. I make personal hair blonde for you. You can come to my salon in the best way. We can design your hair. If you want to support my channel, click the join button. my channel. Certain price policies are available from them. If you want to support my channel, if you want such beautiful videos to come, you can support my channel constantly, friends. The second one too. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. It's free to subscribe. Friends, get this information. You can subscribe for free. If you turn on the notification bells from my video, you can be informed. Other videos everywhere. You can be aware of my newly published videos, and you may have seen it in my new work. There are about 700 odd videos on my channel, friends, highlight in many categories. Haircut, keratin, bun, opening painting, color deletion, or when you think of it, all about hairdressing. Hair, I have videos about all my services. These are available in the videos section on my channel's homepage. You can look and watch from there. If you have questions, my videos, you can reach in the comments section. Ask in the videos section. You can specify in the comments section of my videos. If you have questions, looking at the comments on my videos. And my knowledge is also my money. Let me express. You asked a question about something, and if I know anything about it, I can surely answer you. But if I don't know, in some videos, YouTube doesn't show some comments. I'm looking at all your comments. I read, I don't read. But also comment my video when I comment. Sometimes don't think like you didn't read my comments. YouTube removes comments itself. That's why we don't have anything in our hands. Or take it privately. I'm always looking at the hidden comment. Are there any comments or are they hidden? I look at them too, but I read all your comments. Friends, I was able to answer you in my knowledge. As you can see, the perm. I open them all one by one and wash it. We will take it to the seat, and I will dry it again with Migo by applying foam. I will shape. And we will finish our transaction, guys. Be sure to like my video. If you are watching EUE from the mobile application right now, after liking it and immediately pill from the bottom. Make this video a pill. There is a part 1 called. The same goes for the high section. For my video to stand out more, you can support my channel. As you can see immediately after doing something, as you can see after opening, her hair is light, a little guinea. I'm standing still. A little shampoo and I don't apply anything. What do they say to it? With only clear water without applying cream, I rinse and finish my process. When the first perm is made, a little bit at the bottom that perm gave. It takes shape. It takes a few washes. Friends, for your information. Wavy and beautiful hair. I will show you the final version now. You will see clearly how shaped state. If you definitely like my video to support my channel, I would be very pleased, even if you subscribe to my channel. My new videos, if you turn on notifications, you will be aware of my videos. Yes, this is our thin wavy hair design, friends. Wavy curls 1. Because the hair's dyed here, it shed the normal paint a little. Get perm information, as you can see here. Completely wavy volume 1. Our hair is like this one. If you want to have hair done, wavy perm operation. In the description of my video, social media addresses will be available by contacting here. By making an appointment with me, you can get professional hair design service, friends. Thank you so much for watching my video. I will be with you with new videos. Hope to see you.
Hello friends, to you today. Bob haircut. I will explain in detail how the design is made. We divide our model into 4 main sections while bob haircut. Profile separation as the first main part. Profile separation 1. Starting from the middle of the eyebrow to the straight separation we have separated until the
Profile
end.
separation.
2. Separation, crown separation. From one other ear to the other ear, we have separated. We call the straight line the crown separation. With this distinction, we divide the hair into 4 main sections. After separating 4 main sections, starting from the nape part, we will cut the hair in 4 stages. The back part first. Sharpening cutting technique. We will determine the length of the hair, which is the first stage
With
of the
Guinea
hair.
sharpening
Cutting technique after determining the height. And sedan sharpen. Cutting the section. After revealing the length of your hair, this dye is suitable in one way, progressively to the hair at 45-degree angles. We will apply a haircut, what we call gradation bob cut on the back, that is, the hair, to add movement and volume to the back of the hair to provide natural 1E transition. Folding. We will apply a folding process with 45-degree angles. Your hair in the first place, at an angle of 0 degrees to determine his height. Hair. We determine the neck from the nape part. This is the basis of the hair. We determine the length of the hair. Hair as second stage. We separate Guinea horizontal. I create 1 distinction. And from the middle part of the hair, after creating horizontal separation, we'll create a distinction. The hair point we cut from the bottom 1 by forming 1 angle of 45 degrees by taking guide. We continue our cut in this nape part, creating vertical separations. Nape part. I cut it at 45-degree angles. If you want to get a haircut like this, coming to my hall from me, you can get haircut service. Our hall is in Istanbul, Beylikdüzü. Social media addresses are available in the description section. By reaching my hall from here, of my video, you can get hair cutting services and hairdressing services. Back part. With horizontal vertical separations. I keep cutting with a 45-degree angle. Hereby separating the hair slice by slice, cutting the stain piece by slice. And check the hair point we have cut before from the bottom. We continue our cutting, as you can see on the back, creating light coats in hair. So we call bomb, make the hair look beautiful, and we ensure that the back of the hair is folded. We created the second distinction. First division was a straight division, second division, and third division third distinction. Hair at 45-degree angles to the Guinea. According to output direction, we create a 90-degree separation and the hair comes out. Direction after. We also create a 45-degree angle as a cut. When forming the 45-degree angle, the hair point we cut first. We continue as a guide, friends. This distinction with the hair points we cut before. We continue our process by combining. If you want to watch my other videos, my channel. There are many categories of videos in the video section. By reaching here, you can also watch my other videos, as you can see. Forming distinctions and at an angle of 45 degrees. From the inside out. We continue our haircut by creating layers. Here I fold the back of the hair as a basis first. And in the next process, your hair. On the left and right sides, equating each other. We create our bob haircut design. We're coming to the tray part, as you can see, after coming to the part of the guinea vertical by creating a distinction, bottom to top 45, forming an angle of 45 degrees from inside to outside. I continue the haircut. For your information, I cut the hair by separating it slice by slice. As you can see, the gradient will form the 3 shape. At the back, layers formed and a beautiful image occurred. I come to the left part of the hair after cutting the back part, and from here creating a diagonal 1 distinction, a short on the back and short on the front, creating a light 45-degree angle that from the neck to the front light space, light ear bandgui, to get one extending view, with 45-degree finger grip E. I keep making sure. Then I comb the hair back. The front part of the hair is a little longer because I combed it backwards. I will appear. Here I equate with the shortness in the back. And I keep getting certain. My finger grip here is slightly 45 degrees, not straight. Suitable for the slope of the hair. Suitable for the model of the hair. From the neck to the front. Light 45-degree angles with sharp horse-cutting technique with finger grip. I cut it with a straight scissor stroke. After this cutting process is finished, I'm going to the other part. I'm going to the right guinea the same way. Left side, well, the technique I applied is diagonal again, with cross separations. I comb the hair back to form. And by creating an angle of 45 degrees as a finger grip, with the clamp on the back, the length of the front, equalizing by creating a 45-degree angle. Here I comb the hair slightly backwards. And after scanning the front part slightly backwards, again with a 45-degree angle, I continue the hair cutting process. Here is the appearance of your hair from the neck to the short front. To achieve a slightly elongated 1 appearance. Graduation bob here. We can also describe it as cutting. Folded back to the front. 1 haircut with lengthening transitions. We create the process. You guys are bob haircut too. Other haircutting techniques, also from the subject. So if you want to get a haircut, you can come to my salon and get service from me. Our place is in Istanbul, Beylikdüzü. Yes, the front of the hair. Want to add some movement. In the front. Suitable for natural separation. I made the distinction and I'm separating. And by doing the heel control, stretching forward from the nape part, I will create a 45-degree angle again. I created the distinction here from the top part. Do we have a mistake or not? We will check it and get it from the neck. At an angle of 45 degrees, to come from short to long. I equalize the hair as you can see the top distinction. I'm creating a distinction from the joke parts with 1 address. And after creating the adnal distinction again. From the shortest point, I see the hairline we cut on the back. My guide, our guide 1 hair point we cut before. After cutting this point, creating an angle of 45 degrees, I continued cutting. After doing this, friends, your hair. To the hair to ensure their transition, I will apply blocking. So hard appearance on 3 parts of the hair. More natural than transitional to achieve 1. To get the pass. I use E-file scissors to get, that is, 1 scissors of hair that we call intermediate scissors, separating it gradually as if cutting it again. Starting from the neck, I will apply thinning to the hair. As you can see here, I separated the hair from the first point I cut, and her hair is 45 degrees Guinea, hereby creating an angle, cross point. So I apply thinning to the hair with the cutting technique. I'm not hitting a straight scissor blow, but a diagonal E way. I pass the hair by applying scissor blows. Don't thin the hair as you can see here. Go to the process E hair. I'm applying the pictus technique to the hair here. Thinning the ends of the hair, not the bottoms of the hair. End parts of the hair, providing their transitions. Your hair is more homogeneous. Begin. To provide passage, I applied a thinning process. This process, after applying it, by applying one beautiful blow-dry process to the forming process, we will not have completed the E-hair design of our model. Friends, you too. If you like my video, don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Thanks to you, our videos are watched more and more every day, and our channel is getting bigger every day. For watching my video and subscribing to my channel, thank you so much. See you with one new video. Take good care of yourself. Hope to see you. I wish you a good day. See you soon.
Hello friends, today you hair extensions with micro welding. How to do the process, I will explain it in detail. Our model has long hair. We will do a little more ombre style work. Its main color in dark brown tones. We are in between platinum so as not to wear out your hair. Yellow we will both grow your hair with welds and in between. We will ensure that there are yellows at the ends. When micro welding, your hair is in the shape of a frame. Thin. I separate one part. As you can see, the whole frame, front side, sides, neck. And the front. I separate it thinly in one way, because when we collect it is on the side, so don't show sources. And starting from the neck. One full and one empty. So we make one, we don't make one. First we separate the hair to 1 pinch. Not too thick. I'll buy it in micro source size. And B, as you can see, one plastic protector at the bottom of the hair. There is an apparatus I wear it first, because the hair should not come to the bottom with heat. And as we said, sticky, that keratin is a melting substance. It's plastic so it doesn't get on the hair and tongs can come to the bottom of the hair because the hair is hot. So see, to protect the hair, I put that plastic apparatus on the bottom of the hair and it keeps the hair from falling apart. After that, I hold the hair according to the output of the hair and the micro source of your hair. I put it on the top and heat it with tongs. Keratin melts because it's hot and right behind him after eliminating hair like this with my finger. Soft way. I'm making an auger, and as you can see in the bottom of the hair, each other almost homogeneously. Very clearly because it sticks. I'm doing the app here, then I buy one more. As you can see, I comb the hair according to the direction of exit. I hold that apparatus on the bottom and the protective apparatus. I hold it and put the micro source from the top. I'm doing it starting from 1.12 centimeter behind my hair. Friends, I don't stick it to the bottom of the hair. If you make it from the bottom more than the bottom, in the hair, it damages the bottom of the hair and it sinks from behind the hair, at least. Applying micro welding from 1 inch 2 centimeters behind. Here, you need to heat immediately after doing. Touch with your finger. Stick it on the hair and do auger immediately. You need to be fast here, E. Because when it gets hot and cold, it stays there. So immediately for the hair to stick homogeneously. E, make it like an auger to disperse together. Need to do the shaping process. I'm leaving one blank here to get a natural look. I'm making one cretin, so I don't do all of them at once for one order. Here you use very dense hair. We can do it in one row, but when I do a lot of empty, both because natural hair blends in between, we will have a more natural look. As you can see here after putting it on the hair, I heat with a heat machine. I'm waiting a little. After adding it, I immediately touch it, and I'm doing an auger process by hitting the hair.
I make the hair stick well and finish my process.
Then as you can see, I hold the hair neatly. I separate it with my finger. I leave one blank. Then I get one, neither too thick nor too low, so as much as the pinch you will make. You need to get as much as a micro welding pinch. Too thick, need, and E, when you spare, you need to separate one thin pinch. If you separate too thick this time, it's sticky, so keratin in the hair. E does not penetrate and D, hair does not hold. You will get bad 1T result. Pull the hair according to the exit direction of the hair. In a vertical way, neither down nor up, just like this. Holding the hair in the direction of the exit and wearing it from the back. I don't wear it at the bottom of the hair. I'm scanning. I take my finger, I leave one blank, I don't do it to him. I'm taking the second. And I wear the apparatus here. It both prevents it from falling apart and your hair protects the bottom. Then I hold your hair as you see it. I put the micro source on the top, 1 inch or 2 inches behind. How much are you? If you do it a little further back, the hair will move more comfortably. And hair to the bottom of the hair does not hurt. E, I can use it comfortably, your customer. So to the bottom of the hair, E, it will move. In a way that, E, you need to stick the buttermilk, guys. Don't forget this. Wear it from the back of the hair. Don't wear from the bottom. Leave one space. I applied it as you can see from the beginning to the end. Now I'm wearing the last process as you can see with my finger. Backwards after installing the protector. I put it 1 inch behind. I applied the heat with tongs. This is a special tongs, micro-welding tongs. Warms the hair at the end. And when the micro-weld heats up, it is very comfortable for the hair. Can be installed as you can see. Blonde hair in neither too thick nor too thin tufts. We have worn it here without damaging both the hair. Starting from the neck up in such a gradual way. We apply it to the exit. We don't wear it to the top, friends, to a certain point. I wear it until, and then I'll go sideways. If you want to take this kind of action. If you want to grow your hair with micro-welding, in Beylikdüzü of the place, can make an appointment and come to my salon to micro-welding service. You can grow your hair with, as you can see, with blonde work. We have grown both micro-welded without damaging the hair at all, as well as Omri honey. We applied the work. You are this style one. If you want to make a transaction or a different one, if you want to grow your hair, micro-welded, we can easily grow your hair. In the
Videomun
description part of my
açıklama
video,
kısmındaki
you can
sosyal
reach me
medya
on my social media
adreslerinden bana
addresses.
ulaşabilirsiniz.
Take
Kendinize
good
çok
care
iyi
of
bakın.
yourself. I wish you a
Görüşmek
good day.
dileğiyle iyi günler diliyorum.
Hello friends, welcome to my channel. To you today, how to make a blunt bob haircut. I will explain it in detail. I will create the basic distinctions first. Our first distinction is profile separation. After creating my profile distinction, also as the second distinction, I will create a crown separation. Profile separation. My forehead precedent from the beginning. The distinction we have divided to the neck. At the coronation. Comb again. We put it on the crown of your forehead. And from the point where our comb's back touches a crown separation to the distinction we have separated, that is, 1. From ear to ear. A fixed one. The distinction we have separated as a line is called the crown separation. Here the crown separation the front and back of the hair. Separating two main sections. Profile separation also divides the hair in half, so here we divide the hair into 4 basic E sections. We divide it into 4 basic parts. After dividing it into 4 basic parts in one step, we will apply a haircut to separate it in a gradual way. I'm starting and I'll cut it gradually. Here our first level will be the dye of our model's hair. We will apply 1 straight haircut. So create a blunt haircut, comb 6 for applying it. So we apply the technique of sharp ablution. That is, we also apply it with a straight scissor stroke. There will be 1 straight haircut. Here, E, I will use 1 angle of 0 degrees. So I use my comb as a ruler. Without creating any angle. There will be 1 haircut suitable for the direction of hair fall. I make our model tilt its head very slightly forward. And here, first, setting our guide, as you can see, without opening the neck too much. And with sharp horse cutting technique, that is, with straight scissor stroke. I'm cutting the first part. Then left side, then right side. This is the first hair I cut. I equate with paint. This hair will be tall, guys. This will be our guide. All in accordance with this guide, we will cut the hair length to the same length. This is our guide, this hair length. We are going to the second stage, as we can see, second stage hair length. I will equal the hair length we cut in the first stage. As you can see here, I reserve the first part. I comb your hair downwards according to the natural combing direction. I tilt our customer's head very slightly forward and using my comb as a ruler 1. With the hair length I cut before, equalizing in the same way. So here I use my comb like a ruler. I align and cut with a straight scissor stroke. Here is the sharpening cutting technique. E, also named Guinea. I'm separating the first piece from the second floor. This one is the same as the hair size we cut before. I use my comb like a ruler and cut it. But here in every hair I cut, our customer's hair, E, I make your head tilt slightly forward. Because when it bends too little forward, the angle there makes the hair straighter. And when he gives back, You cut it straight in a blunt way. You can make a mistake there. It has to bend down one click. Because when he bends things, it doesn't reveal the little hair at the bottom either. This time, when the customer tilts his head forward, the bottom is like this. One section appears at the bottom, like this protrusion. It's also annoying. You will have to cut again. As you can see, we went to the third stage of the back part. Third stage at the bottom one. The hair point we cut before, Guinea in the same way. I keep cutting the same size. In these straight cuts, you can use the same technique. Here only, blunt one model here because your hair is short, Blunt straight one haircut, design. Here the length of the whole hair is all equal length. Blunt because it will be the same size. Straight blunt haircut. I'm doing the design. Right side, one with the hair point I cut before. Our guide is the same size. Our customer after cutting. I tilt the head of our model to the slightly front part and use my comb as a ruler. One with the hair size I cut before. I say equal here by using my comb as a ruler. I comb the natural fall of the hair correctly without any mistakes. In the same way as the hair point I appeared. I continue my cut by equalizing. I'm asking you here. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. Your thoughts too. I would be very pleased if you specify in the comments section of my video. Yes, after cutting the back. We go to the left side of our customer. Guinea head of our customer. Tilting to the right. After bending, behind the ear, before you get over the ear bulge, I divided it into the middle of the ear as you can see, and some behind the ear. I equalized the hair length on the back there. And the next one above the ear as you can see in the front. Here we equate the ear bulge. And we make one straight cut. If you scan it directly without calculating the ear bulge, and if you cut it straight, when you blow dry, when it dries, the protrusion of the ear appears. And straight one cut does not appear, and please the height of the ear to the top. Prevents hair from being straight at the bottom. So from the middle, right at ear level, to the back of your ear, you take one hair apart and straight from that hair. From the guide we have determined on the back, we cut our hair, and the rest in the front. We equalize the hair from there. And the same in the second level. From the hair point, we cut a donut. We cut it in line. Our customer's hair, stance, angle is very important here. We don't cut straight. We tilt our customer's hair a little and cut it like that. After cutting the left side, we go to the right again in the same way. Our customer's hair length without cutting the first. He light his head, a little according to the posture direction of the hair. We tilt, and after tilting, just like I cut it on the left side, we continue our haircut here. Guinea, you are also like this one. Haircut. And if you want to have other haircut models, I have social media customs in the description part of my video. From here, by reaching me on social media addresses and coming to my hall. Haircut coloring, retouching keratin hair care, balayage haircut, and other hairdressing services. You can get service. You can come to my hall and get service. I'm working with appointment. Morning, 10, evening, 6. I can make an appointment between hours. Our place is in Beylikdüzü. After doing my contours here, on the right side and on the left side, I apply my contours and light hair on the front. I'll add some movement, so I'll do some folding on the front. Here, while adjusting the front part, as you can see again from the forehead point of the hair 1, I'm creating a profile distinction. I'm dividing the hair in half. And here, from the eyebrow line, front part 1, forehead motif, by creating the distinction, i.e. triangle 1. I make a distinction. After creating this triangular separation, important feature of triangular separation, right and left T. From the section, because we got it from the eyebrow line, right side and left side. Part 2, intensely taking one way, the right side and the left side. Only from the front without emptying too much. From the part where your forehead is because we make one distinction from the section where the forehead is. The slightly beautiful one movement in the front. And my forager bangs are one point where we can fold. It's okay, I'm creating one nice distinction there too. I cut the right side of our customer. I pass the breadth of our customer I'm adjusting the angle here much better. And as you can see here, your hair is short. After remembering the short point. For cutting by determining my angle. I provide one nice transition from short to long. After cutting the right side, I go to the left side. The left side is the same. I get one guide from the hair point I cut before. And here in my comb, because it's numbered so suddenly. Like a ruler until 20. So when I measure what size I cut and take one click on the left side and get the same size. At the same time, I'm cutting from the same point as you can see, so we have created a millimetric 1 design here. It's neither short nor too long, I cut it in the same short. And that shortness too, guinea the same way. One distinction from left to right. By creating, so I'm scanning. And I see the hair point and I keep cutting. You too with the join button of my channel. Well, I would be very pleased if you want to support my channel. Thanks to you, my channel is getting bigger every day. And we became a big family. Our 229,000 subscribers. So thanks to valuable people like you, our audiences, time is growing. People who don't subscribe to my video, 97-100 are watching. I request you, when you watch my video, if you subscribe to my channel and turn on notifications, you will be informed of my new videos. You will watch my new videos without interruption. Friends, make sure to turn on the notification bell of my video. And be aware of my newly published videos. And when you subscribe to my channel, you are also aware of my other videos. And if you want to watch my other different videos, my channel, video section is available from there. Video section. I have 757-80 videos. I have videos in many categories. You can watch them too. We have come to the end of our haircut, friends. Flat blonde as you can see. E right in the OMSI field without opening the neck too much. One. Sheet. We have created a haircut design. You are this style one. If you want to get a haircut, I'm in Beylikdüzü by contacting me on my social media addresses. Coming to my hall. Haircut from me. You can get coloring and other hairdressing services. I'm working on an appointment. I love you. Hope to see you. Take care of yourself.
How to do a medium blunt haircut for you today. I will explain in detail. I'm creating the first profile separation your hair. From the middle part, starting up to the nape part. The straight separation we have separated, we say profile separation. Then I create a crown separation. Crown separation from one ear to one straight with the other ear. We say crown separation, friends. After creating this distinction, we divide the hair into 4 main sections. Then starting a haircut. One straight that I have separated from the nape part to the oxygen area. There is one horizontal distinction. I make this distinction and cut the length of the hair. The size I will cut here is our guide. And the basic length of the hair, 2 after friends cut this length. Using our comb as a ruler. 1 of our previous hair length as a guide. I cut the back part of the same size. The basic size we cut in this size. Aligning all levels, creating horizontal separation. We continue your haircut. Here properly comb our comb. I comb the hair according to the natural direction of fall of the hair. Sharp horse cutting technique. Using our comb as a ruler. Specific one. By guiding the hair point we cut before. Straight our hair 1. We cut on line. After cutting the back, the left and right sides are the same. We will equal the hair length we cut on the back. If you want to get a haircut like this, social media in the description part of the video, my addresses will be available. By reaching my hall from there, you can get haircut service and other hairdressing services. Our place is in Istanbul, Beylikdüzü. By appointment, you can come to my salon and get a haircut service. Here, after cutting the back part of our hair length, I come to the left side of the hair and the other part I reserved. In 2 levels. The hair size we cut on the back as a guide. The left side is also flat 1. I cut it into a line. And straight 1 view to sharp line cutting technique. To get, I apply 1 straight cut. After cutting this section in 2 stages. After cutting the left side section, I go to the right side. I'm cutting this place in 2 stages. Stage 1. Cutting helps the hair to disperse more homogeneously. And it helps the hair to get a better 1 look. Here again between fingers. Applying straight and sharp line cutting technique. With straight scissor strokes. 1 I cut the previous point as a guide. Front of the hair. I separated it from the eyebrow levels to accelerate the tissue. In the front, from the eyebrow level with our comb from the eye point of 2 eyebrows E.
Tarağımızla
By creating a purchase motif.
oluşturarak
Front of the
saçın ön
hair.
kısmına
I give
doku
texture and to get a
kazandırıyor ve
folded 1
katlı
look.
bir görünüm elde etmesi için
With
45
45 degree
açılar
angles,
ile
I'm
saç
applying a
kesimi
haircut.
uyguluyorum.
With these
Bu 45
45 degree
açılarla
angles, I apply
saçın ön
folding
kısımlarına
process to the front
katlandırma
parts of the
işlemi
hair
uyguluyorum ve
and helps
daha
it look more
hareketli
mobile.
görünmesine yardımcı oluyor.
This is
Bu da
100 lines of hair,
saçın
100 lines.
yüz hattının sert
Softening hard
köşelerini
corners
yumuşatarak
helps to
daha
get more oval
oval
one
bir
image.
görüntü elde etmesine yardımcı oluyor.
You are the
Sizler de
style
bu
one.
tarz bir saç
If you
kesimi
want to get a
yaptırmak
haircut,
isterseniz
in the
videomun
description part of my
açıklama
video,
kısmındaki
you can
sosyal
reach me
medya
on my social media
adreslerinden bana
addresses.
ulaşabilirsiniz.
You can get
Salona
a
direkt
haircut
saç
service by
kesim
going to my
hizmeti
salon.
alabilirsiniz.
Don't forget to
Videomu
like my
beğenmeyi
video and
ve
subscribe to my
kanalıma
channel.
abone olmayı unutmayın.
I will be
Yeni
with you
videolarla
with new
sizlerle
videos.
olacağım.
Hope to see
Görüşmek
you.
dileğiyle.
To you today, one straight and smooth haircut with shaver. How to do it, I will explain it in detail. First, while cutting our model's hair, all straight in one way, we blow dry. After blowing, one comb bottom, one comb of hair on top. We lock from two sides. After locking, the shaver at 0 degrees. Bring it to the end point, to the point we will cut, and with a shaver, using our comb as a ruler, and we shave starting from the right. We will apply one straight cut. Very easy with this kind of operation. We can do straight one cut, but I would like to express it. When we make a straight one cut with a shaver, the ends of the hair will be fluffy and plump. One such haircut. If you are satisfied with you can make such a cut. Yes, it is also the easiest as a straight cut. One of the cuts made. This style is easy. Haircut where you can get fractures on the ends. Straight from the back with a razor. When viewed, you can get one straight image. If you want to get a haircut like this, in the description part of my video, reaching me from my social media addresses, coming to my hall, you can get a haircut. As you can see, comb first a comb. I compressed a comb from the bottom, and I brought it to the extreme of the shaver, 0 degree with no adjustment. And I cut it with a machine. Then again, I tilted our customer's head forward and the bottom one. I have also collected the little hair. Straight one haircut as you can see. Don't forget to like my video and subscribe to my channel. I will be with you with new videos. Hope to see you. Goodbye.
Hello friends, today I will apply bob haircut design to you. How can I explain this in detail? 1. I applied work. Here I will first create the basic distinctions. First of all, our most basic distinction is profile separation. Profile distinction. In the middle of your neck. We have separated to the end point. We call the distinction that is one straight line profile separation. I make that distinction first. Our model's hair is worn out. For us to grow healthier, this style one short bob cut. Worn sections on the ends of the top. I'm creating the second division now, the crown separation. The separation of the crown is also our comb, from the point where your back touches. I will create the distinction here. So this distinction is exactly the end of the ear. Profile separation. From the end of an ear. I'm sober until the other ear science. Again one straight line. I'm creating a crown separation. Burden. We divide the hair into 4 main sections. Now in a gradual way from the nape part. I'm going to start the haircut. Now while cutting hair, if you lean like that, it will also be harmful to your own health. That's why it is very comfortable with the help of such a wheelchair. On short haircuts in the same line, you can do this kind of work. First now while cutting hair. According to the hair color of the hair, you can also use a comb. Here in light tones 1. I choose combs in dark tones because it's hair. Here in the open sections, as you can see comb. And I can see the hair clearly. But if I used an open comb, I had a little trouble cutting. That's why. Well, it is important to use a comb according to the color of the hair. We lean forward of our customer's light head of our model. Now your neck is short. First create our guide. Here a little more in the shit cut. Sharp horse cutting technique for a clear cut. So I'll create a cut with a straight scissor stroke. Here I adjust the shortness to myself. And my comb. Using as ruler. I'm creating a straight line. Here I comb the hair according to the natural output drop. And my comb. There are small stones here with a machine. Now we cut our first glass. This is the length of our hair now creating horizontal separations in a gradual way. We will continue our cutting, here at an angle of 45 degrees by opening the hair. I continue my cuts. I created one horizontal distinction. Burden. By creating a horizontal one distinction in Guinea. I'm looking at the bottom of your hair. From the previous height. Checking and touching my finger on the neck. I'm creating a 45-degree angle here. And I cut the Guinea horizontally. It's horizontal 45 degrees. There is also a vertical 45 degrees. You can use both in the same way. Her hair is vertical. You can create a 45-degree angle again. Same way. You can cut it like this or you can cut it horizontally. Both in the same way. You can adapt. I look at the bottom of our hair, I see our guide. and continue my guide here. I'm touching my guinea finger by opening it here. We see our guide in our hair again from the bottom. We always act according to the guide. While cutting. Now we have passed the second stage. So we're creating a gravitation bob design here. Staggered floor. There will be one textured cut, a little more voluminous than the nape part, and it will fall off. Here the stance of our model's head is very important. At least slightly forward. Must be. Again, previous haircut. I'm checking the section we've done. From the bottom. After seeing it. 45-degree angle with my little finger. By creating this angle. Your hair. Separation parallel with one grip. I see it here and I cut it. Yes. I'm scanning parallel to the separation again. I'm looking at our hair from the bottom. I see the point of the hair we cut before. Following my guide here. Again slightly diagonal at one angle of 45 degrees. I cut with angle. Shake, 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 shake.